Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going to be covering LAMTTO's Carplay touchscreen. This is a pretty cool device. If you have older vehicles like what we drive around, this is a system that you can install in just about any car, and it kind of resembles the Tesla. It's like a tablet it's like coming out of the dash. It got this company thinking that, you know what, we should just make one of these for older cars, something that'll be easy for folks to install. And so in today's video, that's what we're going to be taking a close look at and actually showing you guys. We're going to unbox this guy, install it, and then go over the features as far as how it works. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get into it.
All right, no packing peanuts or none of that. Let's get this box out of here. Car infotainment. All right. Right off the bat, they got a nice colored box here. See the YouTube and Netflix icons. So apparently this guy, you can actually watch video and movies on it, which I don't necessarily recommend because that is not a safe idea. So make sure you're not driving or operating the vehicle when you are using that feature. But it looks like it's sitting on top of a dash here. So this is, from what I can tell, this looks, I want to say this is their 9-inch model. I could be wrong about that, but let's check on this side and see what this says. So wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, connect your phone wirelessly for navigation, music, and voice assist. Built-in YouTube and Netflix. Watch videos while parked. Gotta have that in there, that's important. You know, me, I'm driving in cars that are over 15 years old. I have a 2008 and a 2010. And they have just a traditional radio, no touchscreen at all. So to be able to install something like this is going to be a nice upgrade for my older vehicles. But let's go ahead and grab this razor blade and slice this bad boy open. Moment of truth. Let's go ahead and get this guy properly unboxed. Oh, all right. So you got some foam here to keep it cushioned. It looks like this is the screen here itself right on top. See how big this guy is. Doesn't feel very heavy. It's kind of nice and lightweight on first impression. Most important, before installing the suction cup mount, please stick the red 3M adhesive disc on the dash top. Leave it for 24 hours. They give you a suction cup option and a dash mount option. You know, make sure that its adhesive is in place for at least 24 hours. That seems doable. Let's put this off to the side and see what's all in the box. Got some more packing. Lift up on here. Starting on the right hand side. Looks like there's this is a backup camera with a fair amount of cabling. So here it looks like they've got a pretty decent suction cup. I'm not going to go this method, although I'm tempted to. And this is the one that I want to warm tips. Please peel off 3M adhesive for base and stick it for 24 hours before using it. Okay, this is what I'm interested in actually mounting. And it's flexible. Check that out. Based on the ad, I thought it was like a rigid, something that was very rigid, but you can see if you have a curved dash, you'll be able to utilize this guy because it is flexible and it's not necessary. And it feels kind of soft too. I like the texture of it on top. That's something to note. It's got a nice tightening screw here on the back so you can move the screen and pivot it as you need. And then once you like the position, of course, you can tighten that bad boy up. But definitely interested in using this guy. So put that off to the side. And this looks like the power adapter. We'll plug this into our little AC port, and it's got a little USB plug-in right there. What else do we got? Okay, interesting. For whatever reason, you get an additional set of mounting tape. I guess if maybe you have a hiccup or a mistake, you get an extra one just to be on the safe side, or maybe you want to remove it and put it in a different vehicle. This extra hardware essentially would give you the opportunity to move it into a different vehicle without having to reorder this particular piece. So that's pretty nifty. If you have an audio cable in your radio already, I guess you would be able to use this guy to connect and play music through. If you're removing any type of dash this is a nice tool to have. You always want to have a nice pry tool to work your way under those little tight pieces of trim. Go ahead and put this back in here, slide this guy off to the side. I'm curious to see how this is going to connect to this guy, so let's go ahead and flip it over. So it's going to go in, you have two positions. I guess if you go the suction cup route, you could mount this little guy up in here, but seeing as how we're going to mount it directly on top of the dash, I think it's safe to say this lower portion is our best bet. And I can feel that it's nice and tight. Kind of clicked in there. Feels pretty good. Well, I think we're gonna go ahead and install it. Right here, we got an ideal mounting spot. So we'll go ahead and remove our old mount, and we'll put that adhesive plate in place and let it cure for 24 hours. For starters, we'll take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and a microfiber towel, and we'll just properly clean this surface space right here. Just a few drops should do it. I think that looks pretty good right there. Let's go ahead and remove that red 3M adhesive strip. We'll go ahead and unscrew the backing all the way. Remove that. And then this should just slide off. We're left with the monitor being separate. Grab that adhesive strip. Make sure we'll apply some firm pressure. This will heat up during the day, and that's why I think it is so important to have that 24 hours, because this doesn't seem like it wants to stick to this material that well. So having it sit here for 24 hours to get nice and hot in the sunlight is going to be important. The kicker with these BMWs is that their dash is slightly offset to like favor the driver's side, so it's curved in a little bit here. I think it's safe to say this is a good spot to have it, where it's right in between those two vents up on the dash. We waited the 24 hours and now it is time to install. I think this is going to be a huge upgrade for this old girl. Without further ado, let's go ahead and install it. I am going to go ahead and connect the power first, so let me go ahead and grab that real quick. There is a lot of cable, so I'll plug it in, get our cable inserted here. Goes in decent. Seems like it's firm enough. First question. All right, we're gonna go with English. Language setting successful. United States. Safe usage instructions to ensure your vehicle, blah, blah, blah. Stay focused, avoid being distracted. Got it. Welcome. All right. The CarPlay feature, that is what I'm super interested in. Connection steps, pair your phone to the Bluetooth T88. Okay. It seems really easy to navigate, which I think is, that's key. And I know that we can connect a backup camera to this guy, so I'm curious to what that's gonna look like. Just so you guys can see the layout as far as how it's changed up the inside of the car. I mean, from using our traditionals here, we will probably have to find a way to hide this. Might need to remove our little ashtray and then just take this extra wire and see if we can't straighten it out a little bit. We can run that wire through the edge of this trim, and I think that's why they give you so much of it, is so you can properly run it through your trim and then put it down here on your AC outlet. So we've got our AC adapter there, and I kind of just worked it in here and then shimmied it up, and now I stuffed all the extra wiring in there. I feel like that's a lot more doable than trying to like pop off any components. There's basically all paneling covering everything in here, and I just took the trim tool and just gently pressed in the wire along here. I feel like this is the easiest, most convenient method if you're someone simple and you're not looking to pull off any of your plastic panels. Sit down. You need to stay here, okay? No more exploring.
So you turn your hotspot on your phone and it should pop up here. I turned my hotspot on, so now it says we're connected. Now we can go ahead and start watching some YouTube. We can put on whatever we want for while we're waiting in line. We can go ahead and watch anything really. You wanna do some Pokemon?
Yeah.
Here it is. We got Pokemon. Which one should we watch, Ian? And I love the fact that it, it has your maps just the way that it is in your iPhone. I mean, if you've driven in any newer vehicle that has CarPlay, it's such a nice option to have available in terms of as soon as you get in the car, you turn the key and immediately it automatically connects you to your smartphone. So CarPlay format is super nice. You have all your different options. You have your settings, and I mean, it looks just like an iPhone basically. The same layout that you have on an iPhone, it's very much the same thing, but it's on this monitor and it plays crystal clear through your speaker system. So for instance, if you wanted to go to the audio settings, if you click on audio settings, you can set the radio station to whatever you prefer. Down here I got it set at 88.5, and then up here you can set it to 88.5, and you'll be able to crank up your speakers and play crystal clear music, or if you're listening to talk radio shows, podcasts, you can listen to all that. And I'm just shocked at how loud it is. I have an auxiliary cable here in my center console that I've been using for years, and it's never really, when I crank the volume up all the way, it doesn't really blast crystal clear music. But with this, it's amazing how loud it can go. And I'm very surprised with the quality and just how clear and crisp it comes through. If you drive an older car and you're stuck with that old radio system and looking for something like this LAMTTO touchscreen, then I highly encourage you to check out their website. They have a variety of different models with dash cams and so much more. You can save 10% with promo code FFG10. I'll go ahead and put a link to their website down in the description, as well as another link to their Amazon post that they have for this particular model. I'm looking forward to making some more videos on this guy, so stay tuned to the channel. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Hopefully it helped you in one way or another, and we will see you guys on the next video. Take care.